Gammy was sitting in a fancy chair, so I sat across from her. Once I got settled, Gammy started talking. Gammy told me that most kids my age are in a big rush to grow up, but that if I was smart, I'd enjoy the ride while it lasts. Now, I've heard this same speech from Mom and Dad about 1 billion times, so I was kind of disappointed by where this was all heading. But Gammy wasn't finished. She said I was getting ready to enter the awkward years, and that my lips were going to get all puffy, and my skin was going to get bad, and my head was going to look too big for my body until my junior or senior year of high school. Then she said I shouldn't let anyone take my picture for the next few years, because I'd regret it if I did. She told me she gave the same advice to people like Dad and Uncle Gary and Uncle Joe, but they didn't listen to her. But Gammy still wasn't done. She told me that getting older is no walk in the park, and that getting to be her age really stinks. Then she started talking about hemorrhoids and shingles and a bunch of other stuff I'd never heard of before. I guess she could tell I was confused, so she started rolling down a sock to show me what she was talking about. That's when I excused myself and quickly left the room. I'm glad I got out of there before Gammy decided to take off any more clothes. A half hour later, we packed up our things, got in the car, and headed home. I was just happy the weekend was over. I love my relatives and all, but there's only so much family togetherness I can take. While I was waiting on the sidewalk with my bag, Benji said, "Hey, Poopy Diaper here."
Poopy Diaper here.
I'm ready to go home.
I'm ready to go home.
Monday.
Monday.
It was a drag going back to school today, because it seemed like everyone went to Jordan Jury's party. And of course, that was all anyone wanted to talk about. Walking through the older kids' hallway was the worst. I heard enticing things like, "You remember the mustard and the sprinklers and the baby pool and the chocolate syrup?" But I'm actually kind of glad I didn't go. I found out the reason Jordan invited kids in my grade was to basically use them as servants. Tonight on the news, they announced the winner of the Peachy Breeze Kid Contest. And unfortunately, I didn't get picked. But I do know the kid who did. It was Scotty Douglas, who lives right down the street. Don't ask me why they picked him, because he couldn't even get the slogan right in the audition. It kept coming out, "Peachy Breeze is Willie Neat." Maybe they thought it was cute, but the people at Peachy Breeze should have done their research, because if they saw Scotty's older brother, they might have thought twice about what their peachy kid was going to grow up to look like. Last night, Mom said now that her first semester of school is over, she's going to put her academic career on hold for a while and spend more time with the family. I can't tell you how happy I was to hear that. I'm glad things will finally be getting back to normal around here. In fact, that's been the whole problem this year. There's been a lot of change all of a sudden, and I really like things the way they were before. People like Dad and Uncle Joe have been getting on my case to act more responsible and start getting serious about my future. But the truth is, I think I'm more of an Uncle Gary kind of guy. I guess I'm not in a big rush to grow up right now. And after Gammy showed me what's in store over the next few years, I think I'm going to take her advice and hang on as long as I can. Tuesday. Speaking of things getting back to normal, I decided it was time for me and Rowley to put the past couple of months behind us and get our friendship back on track. Me and him have a really long history together, and there's no point in throwing that away over something dumb. And to be honest with you, I can't even remember what we were fighting about. So after school today, I went up to Rowley's house to see if he wanted to hang out. He was so happy to see me that it was kind of embarrassing. Rowley asked me if we'd be best friends forever, and he gave me half of this matching locket he's always tried to get me to wear. I told him I wasn't going to wear the locket, because it's meant for girls. But really, it's that forever word that makes me nervous. I told him maybe we could just take it 1 month at a time, and he seemed pretty satisfied with that. I'll say one thing, though. Rowley must have grown a full inch and a half since the summer. So who knows how tall this kid is going to be? I figure it's a good idea for me to stick with him.
Stick.
At least until we get to high school. Because if he keeps growing at this rate, Rowley's going to be a good person to have at my side.
I'm seeing Rowley angry. The end. Sabian? I can tell Yella Sabian to watch YouTube.
Sabian! What? Your brother's calling you. Huh? Huh? Your brother is calling you.
What, Andrew?
Here's the remote. We'll watch YouTube.
No, I don't need it anymore.
Wait, stop.
My TV is working now.
Wait,
You
stop,
can keep on
stop,
watching.
stop.
You can
Andrew,
keep.
you want to watch TV in his room? Well, he wanted to watch TV in the living room and you were busy, so now he wants to watch it in the room.
I finished. Can you stop recording?
Watch